My name's Allison LaSalvia. I am a junior here at Knox, and I am a chemistry and creative writing double major. Also, I am an RA. I work as a tour guide. I am in Terp Dance Collective, and I'm also a member of Pi Beta Phi.
I'm Philip Griffin, a post-bac here at Knox with the Physics and Astronomy Department, primarily working with our new observatory. I am also the chemistry lab coordinator, and during my time at Knox, I majored in physics and chemistry.
Today we'll be talking to you about a couple of the renovations of SMAC. These renovations ended in December of 2019, and it includes a new observatory at the top of the building, a new atrium that is right behind us where we have a lot of student study space, as well as a new science library and some new classrooms.
Let's take a look inside.
So this is the atrium of SMAC. This part is completely new, and it is the part that is closest to the Seymour Library. In this space, there are study spaces up above where there are desks and places to plug in for you to do homework. Even when I was taking creative writing classes this winter, I would still come and write poems by the whale. So to get a closer look at the whale from the top floor, the whale was collected by the Seacoast Science Center in New Hampshire. And as they were collecting and cleaning all the bones, it was too big to fit into their center. So Nick Gidmark was able to get this whale and bring it to Knox. Some of our classes were able to actually have a huge role in restructuring this. There were some parts of the skeleton that were missing, some parts that were permanently damaged. So students in comparative anatomy were able to 3D print and sculpt some of the bones that were missing or damaged. Lots of students are able to use this space as a study space. I mean, what's more beautiful than a giant whale skeleton to give you inspiration even if you're not taking a science class? One of my personal favorite parts about this part of the building is it doesn't close as early as the library, so you can stay and study here almost as long as you want. So this is the Amott Science Commons. This is the new library that replaced the library that used to be on the second floor of SMAC. One of my favorite parts about this is these nice little study nooks. It allows me to be a little bit more comfy than just sitting on a table, but also it allows me to focus a lot more. A lot of students choose to study here. It's really great for both group work and also individual work. So just like in Seymour Library, there are plenty of individual places like those study nooks. There are also group study spaces, so you have plenty of options depending on your study style and what fits best for you. And not only are these really great resources for students to study, but we also have some really cool demonstrations of the equipment that we have in the building that Philip will talk to you more about.
Here we are at the Nuclear Magnetic Resonance Spectrometer. This instrument is used by the chemistry department to study different molecules that we might be creating in labs. If you've ever gotten an MRI scan, that's the exact same thing as this NMR does, whereas an MRI scanner takes images of the human body, an NMR looks at individual molecules in a sample. The interesting thing about this display is the instrument is actually cut open. You can see inside where the magnetic coils are, which is how the instrument actually works by inducing a magnetic field into a compound.
So one of the really cool things that also was renovated are these new classrooms. There are 5 new classrooms on this floor of SMAC. The one that we're in right now is the Pillsbury classroom, which was named after Professor Wilbur Pillsbury. Now, this is the largest of the classrooms. Both sides pretty much look the same. This can actually fold into 2 different classrooms. There's a wall that can fold down. And one of the things that you might notice is even if we have high-tech stuff, the one thing that will always stay the same is Professor Cermak's chalkboard for organic chemistry. And luckily with this building, the learning doesn't have to just be in the classroom. We also even have whiteboards outside in the hallway. Oftentimes you'll see different posters. Also sometimes you'll just see homework being done here as well.
Here we are up on the roof of SMAC. Behind me is our brand new observatory, which was started around a year ago with the process of taking our old observatory down. The previous observatory was around 6.5 feet in diameter and could only really hold 2 people at a time. This new observatory can hold closer to 16 students and a professor. This improves our ability to do research as students here at Knox. It also opens up the doors to the greater Galesburg community. We also have space outside for 3 secondary telescopes. And these will be used when we have larger events or when we have students doing research classes here. Our main observatory will hold a 17-inch telescope. We will be able to do everything remotely other than covering and uncovering the telescope. I remember one time during the polar vortex, there was a lunar eclipse one of those nights, and I came up here with a friend and we were controlling the telescope and thinking, you know, it'd be really nice to be able to do this from inside so we don't have to be out in the cold taking our images through the telescope and all that. So this new space, we can do everything from the comfort of the warm building of SMAC.
And this area is not just for physics students or science students or even students at Knox at all. This space can be used not only as an outdoor classroom, which will open up really great opportunities for some of our students and especially some of our research students, but this space can also be used for the Galesburg community to bring classrooms here and for them to also look through our telescopes. So I want to say thank you all to all of the donors and alumni who helped make this space possible.
Thank you as well for joining us on this tour of SMAC.